Hello, this is Adeptus Nubis, and today I bring you another 1v1 on Fedrid Folly between two extremely good 1v1 players, namely DarkHero and VindicareX. DarkHero known for his very creative Space Marine builds. We already see one right now. He's going for triple scouts versus Vindicare's Plague Champion. Both of these commanders are ranged heroes, can build turrets, and can upgrade to some pretty amazing melee stuff as well. While the Plague Champion actually, I think, comes out on top, like by a lot, when if both choose to go for a melee build for their heroes. Um, Very curious build from DarkHero, since the Plague Champion will deal a lot of damage to these scouts and force them off rather quickly, and the CSM can most definitely, yeah, here we see them being very able in melee combat early on. They will just try to melee scouts off the field. Small cut here, had some technical difficulties, but the Omnisci blesses my computer again. And triple scouts, as was to be expected, going for a lot of map control. But VindicareX won't have it, and he knows that with this current build, DarkHero won't be able to defend his generators properly, and just goes for a quick gen bash. DarkHero also putting down 2 gens makes a lot of sense, since he has a very low cap, pop cap build at the moment, so he has much requisition income, or a lot of requisition income, and can build 2 gens very easily. Also, he does need very quick generators, since he needs upgrades of these guilds. As you can see, he already built shotguns to build a sergeant, and without these upgrades, these scouts are basically useless at the beginning, since they will die very easily. Plague Champion very low here. CSM, we might see a retreat grenade. DarkHero known for his retreat grenades, but he misses this one. Could have taken out the CSM and ended the game right there. But we see a second CSM squad here from VindicareX. This is a very good build to deal with these triple scouts. And triple scouts fail to defend the generators, but who cares? Since he is so low on cap, he already has the requisition to rebuild these generators, and he goes for triple gens immediately. While VindicareX only built 1 generator, obviously, since he got the second CSM out on the field, and now we see the CSM chasing these scouts. Scouts are very fast, like they're faster than, I think they're one of the fastest infantry-based units. I think only matched or even overtaken by Homogons, which have base 8. And these scouts prevail against the CSM and continue to take the map. If you look at the minimap looks very blue, which is to be expected, since you can exert a lot of map control with triple scouts. Grenade attempt. Vindicare is wise to it and micros his heretics well. And now that the heretics are continuing their pursuit, these scouts will have to fall back, since they have no counter to melee unit right now. Noise Marines also a very good choice here from Vindicare, since DarkHero's army is not only mainly, but it's entirely made up of ranged units, which cannot go toe-to-toe with Noise Marines. So the Tech Marine will have to engage in melee combat. We might even see the Power Axe Bionics combo in tier 2, just to deal with these Noise Marines. And Noise Marine's taking a lot of damage here. He does want to get them to this power farm, and snipers here as well. And the elite training here for these scouts. Wow, DarkHero is really investing in these scouts. They better pay off, because we see 2 sergeants, that's 50 power. We see the sniper rifle, that's another 25 power. We see grenade here, beautifully done, but didn't hit them all too well. But there goes a Noise Marine model. Who cares? 1 generator goes down. The CSM could make use of this light cover here, and they do so. There's even some green cover here, yeah, much better. And now these scouts, let's see, there's going to be another grenade. It's going to be on the CSM, and it hits them beautifully. Oh, actually 2 models lost. This is a very nice result here, but these Noise Marines are going to shake down this power farm to the ground, and they're going to get all 3 generators. But now scouts are back out on the field, but that was a good push from Vindicare. He did get, oh, and he's going to get that one as well, but that's a big no-no here, I see. That is Touch of Nurgle on Heretics, and I say it's a big no-no because right now Touch of Nurgle is broken in the sense of dealing twice the intended damage when being used on Heretics, and I think Vindicare should be aware of that, and that's why it's a big no-no. Don't you dare abuse broken stuff, Vindy. Second generator here from VindicareX. Still no full power farm. It's very curious. I'm guessing, yeah, he needs to reinforce. He lost a lot of models there. That's very unfortunate for him because he's delaying his tech. But then again, he just shook down all of DarkHero's generators, who is recovering quite well with double gens out of the gate. But back to the calculation of the power investments. Vindicare only purchased the Aspiring Champion since he knows DarkHero really loves to use those infiltrated scouts and these Noise Marines, so he went rather light on the power compared to DarkHero, who has shotguns, Sergeant. I'm guessing he has the elite training on that one. Yeah, judging from the regeneration, I think he does, so that's 30 power on elite training alone, not counting the shotguns, the sniper rifle, and the double sergeants. I'm sorry for that.
The enemy is capturing one of our victory points.
CSM capping this victory point. And we hear Noise Marines shaking down the power node. DarkHero did have this for the majority of the game.
Technology unlock beginning.
And the map is turning quite red now. It's going to be interesting whether VindicareX is going for a fast Blood Crusher, which would most definitely guarantee him another power bash. He could do so, and there's nothing DarkHero could do against it. So let's see. Wow, these double shotguns are dealing massive amounts of damage to these heretics. They didn't even have a chance to get close. Wow, and there we see the Bionics, and the Power X is already queued up for the Tech Rain. Was kind of an obvious choice with double CSM and Noise Marines. And there we see the Aspiring Champion for the Chaos Space Marines. Did not expect that. And the Eternal War being purchased. I don't think I agree with that. Considering the amount of power bashing and DarkHero's composition, a Blood Crusher would have been the far better purchase here. There we see the elite training. Scouts can now infiltrate and regen energy and health a lot faster than without the upgrade. We might see a point blank grenade here from these scouts. They're just admiring the CSM. Let's do it. Oh, that's a whiff though. There goes a point blank grenade though, and it's going to be a good one. Takes off 50% of the CSM health here. And over here, scouts fending off some heretics. Let's see, these snipers are gonna deal massive amounts of damage to these CSM since sniper damage does increase damage to these heavy infantry units here. And another point blank grenade. These CSM very lucky here to lose only one model, down to 170 health. Very lucky CSM. Nurgle blessed them for sure. And another Aspiring Champion here. Oh no, that's actually the first one I saw. And this is the other one. I'm very confused as to why we do not see a Blood Crusher. And we see P-devs for DarkHero. DarkHero is doing a very good job though, keeping map control, keeping map pressure, even pressuring VindicareX into constantly recapping all the points. P-devs taking a shot here at the CSM, who are taking 2 of the generators. Vindicare constantly putting up pressure on this power farm, which is, in my opinion, a very good idea, because he does not want dreadnoughts with quadruple repair support, since the Plague Champion and the Tech Marine both can repair vehicles. The snipers obviously do not have a sergeant. They do not need it since they are a long-range combat unit. But let's see, here we go for DarkHero's famous combination. I mean, shotgun blast into grenade and takes down 2 models, including the aspiring champion. That is very, very unfortunate. 3 models in total. This combination paid off immediately, and now we see the Plague Fist from the Plague Champion. It's a heavy melee weapon, also gives him access to this plasma gun here. He does also have the armor of pestilence. Another beautiful grenade going down here, and that P-dev shot, wow, that was on point. This arc shot up this ledge over here hit those heretics perfectly, and the Tech Marine was going for power bash, it would seem. Not sure what that was all about. Don't think that the Power X is very efficient at bashing power. And now here comes the Blood Crusher. That is very bad timing for a Blood Crusher, in my opinion, because DarkHero already has enough power for this Dreadnought, which is going to absolutely dominate the Blood Crusher, unless we see some additional AV from VindicareX. The Blood Crusher dealing heavy melee damage and the Plague Fist obviously dealing heavy melee damage will not be enough for this Dreadnought. Scouts falling back. CSM will most definitely dominate still with this Eternal War upgrade. You can see this by the plus icon above their heads, giving them a raw damage boost in melee combat and ranged combat by 20%. Police Marines shaking down more power nodes here. Both players very good at splitting their armies. They're constantly pressing all sections of the map, not only focusing on one, making the other player make decisions on which unit they want to go where. Sniper damage also, or sniper rifles also deal increased damage to heroes, and that's why the Plague Champion is taking massive amounts of damage here from this sniper rifle. Now we see a multi-melter Dreadnought, which is going to be very, very good to deal with the Blood Crusher. Look at the damage here. 1 shot, 2 shots, that's 50% of the health of the Blood Crusher. And the Melter Gun has deceptively long range, but the Tech Marine actually path blocks the Dreadnought here. P-dev might finish off the Blood Crusher here. Still inside the firing arc, but here we have... Wow, it actually does! I did not expect that, and neither did Vindicare. He did not expect that. That was... I think that was a ground target attack here from DarkHero's. Brilliant. Brilliant attack. And the Blood Crusher goes down. It didn't do anything. It was just a huge requisition and power dump into a unit that you would normally expect very, very early in tier 2 to apply the map pressure that it gives you, since it's a very, very cheap unit. It's considered too cheap at the moment. These CSMs are in way over their head here. Double scouts are going to take this after forcing off the CSM. Now the Dreadnought comes in as well. Might see a grenade here. Grenade perfectly. Wow. Sparring Champion does live though. And these Noise Marines will have to fall back as well, because that is still a multi-melted Dreadnought, and Noise Marines cannot do anything. They won't even put a dent in that thing. But here are Plague Marines. Plague Marines with their AV weapon. They do snare, and they do AV damage. So this Dreadnought will have to be careful now, because with some additional AV options from Vindicare, this could be a very, very dead Dreadnought here. Plague Marines turning around to combat this Dreadnought. Dreadnought can take a few hits because Plague Marines actually don't deal high AV damage. It's more of the combination of the AV damage and the snare and the high survivability, because Plague Marines have a lot of health. They have 2,000 health on 3 models. They also benefit. No, actually they don't. But they have very high health regen, so they're a very sturdy AV unit. And as you can see here, this Dreadnought, the slow is quite significant. Dreadnought is already down to half of its health. Vindicare did get a power bash in here. The speed up shot did not knock back these Noise Marines, and now we see Terminators out of the sun. We see Terminators. Vindicare must not be happy right now, because he has been bashing power a lot, and still DarkHero manages to put out these Terminators. Tech Marine can only call down the ranged variant of Terminators. The Assault Terminators is exclusively a call down for the Force Commander, who can call down both variants. And we might see the Assault Cannon on these Terminators. Terminators are going straight for that power farm, or for any range unit right now, because they are super heavy infantry with a huge health pool. 4,500 HP will most definitely be able to take on most, if not any unit right now that Vindicare has, except for the Plague Champion, since the Plague Champion will deal a lot of health damage to these Terminators. Nurgle Worship here benefiting these Plague Marines greatly, since their health regen does stack with the Nurgle Worship, but the Plague Marine won't have it. And here we see the passive slow aura. These Plague Marines have a lot of passive abilities going for themselves. They actually do slow units in their vicinity, and the Tech Marine's shield also does not grant knockback immunity. Tech Marine pushing in very hard here. DarkHero does not want Vindicare to come back on the field, and he used this time perfectly, because he capped almost the entire map except for this lane. But this is acceptable, since there are 2 victory points on this raised platform over here, and scouts are very fast, can very easily make it all the way here. But he sends Terminators of all units, and Terminators will be able to take on these CSM. We might actually see double Mark of Siege. Actually, we don't see Mark of Siege, since Vindicare opted for tier 3, which leads me to believe that he's going for a tank right now. I'm not sure whether that's a good idea. Double Mark of Siege would have dealt very well with these super heavy infantry Terminators, since Mark of Siege deals extra damage to infantry. I think it's only infantry. I'm not sure of that, I'm sorry. I'm most definitely sure about the heavy infantry, not sure about the super heavy infantry. And
The enemy is outmaneuvering us.
a little bit of low in the action right now. Tech Marines engaging these CSM. Still no marks here, considering they are still level 1, both of them. I think Mark of Siege would be a very expensive but a very useful build right now, because double Mark of Siege can also deal very well with the Tech Marine, who is running riot right now. There's no way to control him. The heretics are on capping duty, so they cannot suppress them. Here we see Terminators, and the unique thing about Chaos Terminators is that all heroes have access to the melee variant of Chaos Terminators. These Terminators are in over their head though. That's a multi-melter dreadnought. These range Terminators also do not play around here. Even though it's just piercing damage, it's a lot of piercing damage. There we see. They even cause 40 suppression damage per burst. So that's a lot of going for them. That's why they deal so well with ranged, mainly ranged compositions. Like VindicareX. Lake Champion is going to retake this victory point here, and I'm guessing those are CSM. No, Lake Marines taking this victory point. Victory point's very even. I'm very surprised by this. I would have thought that DarkHero had the superior army composition most of the time, so we would see a much bigger VP lead. West Marines overshooting here. That's, yeah, that's the arc of the shot. And there we see a perfect hit. Actually, did quite some damage. And the Terminators and the Multi-Melter are going to defend this victory point. It's going to be a very effective defense for now. There's not a lot that can take on the Multi-Melter Dreadnought and the Terminators. Noise Marines going for the decap here, and there we see the suppression from the assault cannon. Vindicare gets the decap, but will have to fall back, loses one model for its trouble. Scouts recapping this victory point over here. Snipers have done very well, level 3. So level 4 scouts here. And another level 4 scout squad here, infiltrated, just scouting. And I'm thinking we're gonna see another shotgun blast into into grenade combo here. There we go. There goes the shotgun blast. There goes the grenade off just by a little bit. But still, it forces the CSM into retreat immediately. The Dreadnought did bash this entire farm here. Very well done. Will now have to fall back. Does it have its Dark Age of technology? That's what I'm thinking right now. It looks like it. Dark Age of technology, making the Dreadnought even more sturdy, giving it more HP. There we see the dangerous chasing potential of the big Marines. Becomes exponentially worse with the Chaos Lord, because the Chaos Lord has access to speed worship. And speed worship Plague Marines are really dangerous to any kind of vehicle. But we have the repair support of the scouts here, and now the Multi-Melter Dreadnought turns around knowing that he has the backup of Vindicare is regretting his choices, because there's a Venerable Dreadnought which is also getting its Dark Age of technology upgrade. Venerable Dreadnought is a call down option for the Tech Marine. It does come with 1750 HP out of the gate, and now has 2050 HP, and can also level. It has a charge ability and also the Emperor's Fist ability. It is a scary walker. It will deal with Carnifexes very handily. And I'm guessing, yeah, Vindicare is regretting these Terminators. He did give them Lightning Claws. He must now find the Terminators first though, and it's a triple cap versus Vindicare. And I'm thinking this is going to be the last stand here. This tech marine is going in. And there we see the venerable dreadnought fighting these terminists, and with each punch he deals huge amounts of damage. Did use its charge though. Tech Marine is doing his best to tie up these Plague Marines, but look at the Lightning Claws deal damage on retreat. Jesus Christ, Tech Marine almost went down here. And now the Plague Marines and the Plague Champion are really chasing down this Venerable Dreadnought, but here comes the repair support from triple scouts and the rest of the army here. We do see a Noxious Cloud going down here in the background on Terminators, which are not very phased by a Noxious Cloud. Should rather put it on the Venerable Dreadnought so the scouts cannot repair so freely. And the Noxious Cloud is actually not moving at all. Yeah, the damage it deals to Terminators is negligible. See the multi-melter doing work here, as well as the assault cannons, since Plague Marines are only infantry. And there go the Plague Marines. Vindicare calls the GG. This is most definitely GG here. This is the final stand of VindicareX. And this is the concede. There's a very, very nice game here from both players. DarkHero with a very curious build, but he pulled it off. Triple scouts into Dreadnought, into tier 3. Actually, triple scouts into P-Devs into Dreadnought. Pulled it off. I think Vindicare made his first mistake in tier 2 when he did not go for the fast Blood Crusher. DarkHero had no answer to the Blood Crusher. So, and then he did go for the Blood Crusher, but he bought it way too late when the Dreadnought was already on the field, and the Dreadnought will just dominate the Blood Crusher, as we have seen with this multi-melter gun that the Dreadnought now has. Venerable Dreadnought also a very good answer to the melee Chaos Terminators here. All in all, a very good game. Well, I hope you enjoyed the game, and see you next time.